600 BC to 400 BC. And the existence of this pre-Mauryan age was clearly seen or written in Anguttara and Sutta Pitaka. Sutta Pitaka is the Buddhist book we have learned before. And in this, they describe about the existence of 16 Mahajanapadas, okay, at the time of Buddha. So what is this Mahajanapadas? Mahajanapadas is nothing but of the biggest, largest or biggest kingdoms. So let's see all 16 Mahajanapadas, okay, and its location and its capital. The first kingdom we are going to see is Kamboja. This Kamboja lies, or its location is on northwest, okay, and it makes its capital, this kingdom Kamboja's capital was Rajapura. So remember these names, okay, Rajapura. Next is Gandhara. Gandhara is also a mightiest kingdom, and its capital is Takshashila, and it also lies in the northwest itself, okay, Takshashila. Next is Surasena. This Surasena is capital is Mathura, okay, Surasena's capital is Mathura, and it lies in the Mathura region only, okay. Next is Matsya. Matsya, it's basically lies in the parts of Rajasthan, and whereas its capital is Virat. Matsya's capital is Virat, okay. Next is Avanti. Avanti lies in Madhya Pradesh, and it's making its capital as in north, the capital as Ujjain, and in south it's making as a Mahishmati. So it has two capitals. In north it's Ujjain, in south it's Mahishmati, okay. You can remember this name, it's seen in film also, the name Mahishmati, okay. Next is Asmaka. Asmaka is lies in river Godavari, so Asmaka, and its capital is Potana and Potali. Potana and Potali, so remember Potana and Potali, okay. And Kuru. Kuru is also a big kingdom. It lies in the Ganga Yamuna Dhop, okay. Dhuap means you know that, okay. Ganga Yamuna Dhuap, okay. And its capital is Indraprastha. Its capital is Indraprastha and Hastinapura, okay. Remember that capital names are very important. Revise it multiple times, okay. And next is Panchalas. Panchalas is also lies in the Ganga Yamuna Dhop to the east of Kuru, with the capital of Ahichatra, okay, Ahichatra and Kampilya. Ahichatra and Kampilya. Its capital is Ahichatra and Kampilya. So remember these capitals are very important according to the exam point of view. Next is Koshala. Koshala lies in between eastern UP with the capital of Ayodhya and Shravasti. This Koshala is also very important, okay. It lies in Ayodhya and Shravasti. Ayodhya and Shravasti, okay. Its capital, Koshala's capital. Next is Mallas. Mallas lies in the region of Koshala only, northern border of region of Koshalas, and its capital has two capitals. Mallas capitals are two capitals. It is Pava, where Mahavir Jain was demised. So Pava and Kushinagar. So these are the two places, okay. Mallas and I mean to say that Malla's capital was Pava and Kushinagar. It's two capitals, okay. Next is we're going to see next slide, okay. Next is we have seen Mallas. Next is Vatsas. Whereas Vatsas capital is west of Koshala, its location, and its capital lies is it has Kaushambi, okay. Its capital is Kaushambi. It lies near Allahabad, sorry for that. Kaushambi lies near Allahabad. So next is Chedis. Chedis lies in Buldelkhand, okay. Its location is near Buldelkhand, and its capital is Shuktimathi. This is very important. Chedis capital is Shuktimathi, okay. Its capital, okay. Next is Kashi. Kashi is obviously its location is Ganga only, and its capital is Varanasi, okay. Next is Vajjis. Vajjis has the confederacy of 8 republican clans, and it's situated in the North Bihar with the capital of Vaishali. This is a mightiest kingdom. Capital is Vaishali. And okay, next is this Vajjis, Angas kingdoms plays a prominent role in upcoming in this Magadha empire. Okay, establishment of Magadha empire. Let's see how. And this Anga also lies in the northeast of Magadha with the capital of Champa. Okay, and this Magadha is the mightiest empire and its capital is Rajagriha. Okay, this capital is Rajagriha. Its location is South Bihar only. Okay, South Bihar. So this Anga is north, location is North Bihar, and this Magadha's location is South Bihar. Okay, that is the difference. Okay, North and South Bihars. So these are the briefly about the all 16 Mahajanapadas, its locations as well as its capitals. Okay, let's see in detail about how the rise and growth of Magadha empire took place. Okay, basically this Magadha empire is very prosperous and powerful kingdom. Why this prosperous and powerful kingdom is, in I'll explain in detail. Okay, let's see who is the founder of this Magadha empire. The founder of this Magadha empire is, remember the names, Janasandra and Brihadratha. Janasandra and Brihadratha. So this Magadha empire, first the rise of the Magadha empire started under Aryankars and the expansion took places under Shishunagas, under Nanda dynasty. Shishunagas belongs to Nanda dynasty. Okay, so the expansion, and it's reached its peak by Mauryans. Okay, reached by its peaks, development at peaks is expansion by peaks by Maurya. So I'll just explain in detail in further slides. Okay, okay. Aryankas. These Aryankas were the founder of Mauryan empire. Okay, let's see how. The Aryankas ruler was Bimbisara. He is a contemporary to the Buddha. Okay, and let's see the briefly about this Bimbisara. Bimbisara is the founder of Aryanka dynasty, and Bimbisara is also known as Senia. Okay, Senia or Srinia. Senia or Srinia. It's he came to know as Seria or Senia. Okay. Basically, the Bimbisara father was defeated by the Anga king, and in order to take the revenge, Bimbisara defeated the Anga king. So this is briefly, and he adopted the marital alliances to explore his kingdom. Okay, this is very important. What kind of alliances he has adopted? Not military alliances, it's marital alliances. And how he has done it, let's see. He married Mahakoshala Devi, who is the daughter of King Koshala. So I am saying that Mahajanapada, one of the Mahajanapada, Koshala. Okay, and he married the Mahakoshala Devi, who is the daughter of King Koshala, and dowry. Okay, he received Kashi in a dowry. Okay, the first thing. Second, again he married in second wife was Challana. He married another second wife. His second wife was Challana, who is the Lichavis princess. Okay, and who gave birth to Ajatashatru. Ajatashatru is nothing but he is a successor of Bimbisara. So remember this name, Ajatashatru. Okay, the second wife's son. And another, he got married to another chief of Madra clan of Punjab also. He got married. That are 3 marriages. Okay, okay. All these marriages paved the path to the expansion of Magadha from northwest to westwards. So northwest to westwards. Through these alliances, it helps in development, okay, of Magadha empire. Okay. Next is Ajatashatru. We have already told Ajatashatru was the successor of Bimbisara, and here it is said that he killed his father for throne and father for the throne. So he killed the Bimbisara. So he adopted the aggressive policy for expansion, whereas the Bimbisara adopted the marital alliances for his expansion. This you have to remember, aggressive policy. Let's see the briefly about Ajatashatru. I can't write everything in detail, so I'm just explaining This is briefly the brief history of Ajatashatru. Let's see. Okay. Basically, the Ajatashatru, after killing his father, this led to the grief to the Mahakoshala Devi and broke Prasenjit. I mean to say the brother Prasenjit. And he just, they went war with the Ajatashatru. But in war, finally Ajatashatru has defeated this both Mahakoshala Devi and Prasenjit. And in the war, after defeating the Ajatashatru, after Ajatashatru has defeated to this Mahakoshala Devi, in return, the Prasenjit wants to give the Kashi, at the same time Vajira. Vajira is the Prasenjit's daughter. He need to make a marriage to the Ajatashatru. For after defeating the war, he wants to surrender, right? He surrendered his daughter and gave marriage to Ajatashatru. Okay, this happens. And not only that, though Lichavi princess, his mother, Ajatashatru's own mother was Lichavi princess, still he fought with the Vaishali and destroyed the Vaishali, and he fought for 16 years, okay, for the throne of Vaishali. Okay, so he is very aggressive. And this Ajatashatru was again later replaced by the Udayan. Udayan was ruled around 460 to 444 BC, and this Ajatashatru ruled over 492 to 460 BC. So remember the years also, very important. Okay, 460 to 492 to 460 BC, Ajatashatru. The replaced means next successor of Ajatashatru was Udayan, and this Udayan is 460 to 443 BC. Okay, this is 444 BC. Okay, this is briefly. Next is Nandas. So basically, Udayan built the some Udayan built some fort upon the confluence of Ganga and son of at the path. Okay. Udayan also built some forts, okay, for strategic purpose. Okay. And next is Nandas. Nandas also very powerful rulers. Okay, Nandas were also very powerful rulers. Padmananda was the first or a great conqueror called Ekarath. Mahapadmananda was called as a great conqueror, and he is known as Ekarath and Sarvashta Tantraka. What is means of Ekarath is nothing but of the he brought whole earth at one place, and whereas Sarvashta Tantraka is nothing but of he destroyed all the Kshatriya kingdoms of the time. So this is the meaning of both. And he also conquered Kalinga, where he brought Jaina as a victory symbol. So he conquered the Kalinga, which is a big mighty kingdom. Okay, Kalinga. Okay. And he bought the Jaina as a victory trophy. Means their existence of Jainism can be seen through this. Okay. And the last ruler of Nanda was Dhanananda. Dhanananda was the last ruler, and this Dhanananda was overthrown by the Chandragupta Maurya, and with the help of Kautilya, his master Kautilya, he overthrown the Dhanananda. So this is briefly about Dhanananda. Dhanananda was the last ruler, and while he ruling Magadha, Alexander invasion took place in the northern western part of India itself. But Dhanananda's huge army deterred an Alexander against Nandas. But Chandragupta Maurya overthrew the Dhanananda with the help of Kautilya. This is briefly about the Nandas. Next is causes of success of Magadha Empire. The reasons why. The reason is simple. The Magadha has a massive military and administrative powers, and the strong rulers, and its vast expansion of the empire led to the success of the overall Magadha Empire. So this is about Magadha Empire. Okay. Next, let's see the some republican states. Okay, let's see the republican states. Okay. Lichavi was the oldest republican in the world. Okay, and some of the republicans are Lichavi, and its capital is Vaishali. Mallas, its capital is Pava. And Koliyas, its capital is Ramagraha. Bhagavan of Sumsuma Sa. Mauryas of Pippala Vahana. Next is, okay, next is Kalamas of Kesaputtu. Videhas of Mithilas. Chatrikas of Kundalagrama. So these are the some of the republican Kundalagrama to which Lord Mahavira belongs. So remember, this Kundalagrama is Mahavira's belong. Okay, he born in the Kundalagrama itself. This is not Jatrikas, Nyatrikas. Okay, okay. So let's see how the society during the time of Mauryan period, how the society is there. Basically, the society is split with this Varna system existence. That is 4 Varnas like Brahmanas, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas, Shudras, and there is always discrimination for Shudras. And the division of tribal society, as I said, it has 4 clauses like that, and it's discrimination of Shudra. Okay, Shudras took place. Always the Brahmanas were dominant on Shudras, so they are always ill treated. They don't allow for the temples and all, and they are always treated these Shudras as slaves. So there is always discrimination took place in the society. So this is briefly about the pre-Mauryan era. Okay, thank you.